you. Should we go off and talk about acne?
Awesome.
Hugh, so tell me about your skin concerns.
Yeah, so I'd say my main concerns right now is sort of acne, stuff that's still popping up, and a lot of scarring from the sort of past 5 years that really sort of has an effect on my mental health and sort of confidence. So I think that's a sort of summary of it.
So you say you've got 5 years in suffering from this. How has that journey been, and how has it affected your confidence?
So I'd say when I was about 16, it all sort of started like a lot of people. But at that point, it was only sort of a few little spots. And then as I got to sort of 18, 19, it really got worse. And from the ages of sort of 16 and 19, I was technically a drug addict. So I sort of abused antidepressants and marijuana. And I noticed how that really had an effect on my skin. And it was sort of a self-fulfilling sort of trap in that I would take the drugs, it would affect my skin, I would feel bad about my skin, sort of have detrimental mental health effects, and then because of that I would sort of take the drugs again, and I was sort of stuck in this sort of loop. And I'm luckily in a point in my life now where I've sort of worked past that. But there was a definite period where it was a real struggle, sort of how it was affecting my skin, and sort of in a similar way I noticed how a poor diet really sort of made me more inflamed and affected my skin. So that's something I'm trying to work on now, to have a more natural, less processed diet, so that my skin sort of have a fighting chance.
Like, you know, keeping a healthy diet and just well-being is obviously crucial.
Yeah.
Like, how are you, like, sleep-wise, for example? Do you get enough sleep?
Yeah, I mean, I go from being in periods where I'll stay up until like 6 a.m. and I'm completely sort of off the chain, going a bit mental, and then I'll have other periods where I'm sort of going to sleep at maybe midnight, 1 a.m. and sort of maintaining a more sort of healthy structure. So yeah, I'm still waiting to get to a place in my life where there's some sort of stability and a real structure that I can sort of set in place for 3 months, 6 months. But I sleep well.
Just different time periods.
Yeah, I'm just a bit erratic and sort of stuck on TikTok like a lot of us are. Yeah.
Gotta turn your phone off in the evening. That's the key.
That's the hardest thing. I'm sort of I'm married to it.
Well, when you say you go to bed at sometimes 6 a.m.
Yeah.
What time then would you wake up?
I'd probably wake up anywhere between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. I'd say, in that sort of area.
Right, but you are working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a good 8 hours they recommend, you know, just for us, for our well-being in general, it's just good. But obviously for our skin needs that because it just rejuvenates through the night. But what is your kind of like routine now? Do you have any skincare routine now?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to the sleep and how I'll go through periods of sort of being really committed to a routine and other periods where I'll get a bit fed up or a bit lazy and I just won't do anything. So my routine now when I am doing it, it's very minimal. I'll use a cleanser in the shower, and a moisturiser, and then there's a sort of natural oil called tamari oil, I believe. I'm a big fan of that because it's very soothing.
Over the time period though, when you start to bring up a bit more and acne started to come out, was it certain products that you did try that you thought flared up?
Yeah, there was definitely an element of suspicion. Thought, oh god, this certain product I'm using is definitely making me sort of flare up, and then getting to a state where I'm sort of like, okay, well I'm going to sod it all off, because if I'm trying so hard with these products and it's just making me flare up, then what's the point? Why don't I just do nothing?
I've been there, you know. It's one of those things, like until you really don't know what works for your skin, it's trial and error.
Yeah.
You know, and you just need those kind of ingredients that just a bit calming, but still get the job done. But the good thing is that you do have some sort of routine. Yeah. It's just keeping you more stricter on it.
Consistent, yeah.
Yeah, and doing it morning and evening. That's the main goal here.
And it's as soon as you wake up and just before you go to sleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even dust, all this
gets
onto the skin. If it's outside, it's the pollution. You know, you've got to cleanse in the evening, get rid of all those kind of build up to the day.
Yeah.
And cleanse ready before bed.
So what would you say are the main causes of acne?
So hormonal is obviously one key thing. So as a teenager, this is when it will come out. Genetics as well could be the one, and also stress.
Okay.
And obviously, like you said, your sleep pattern's a bit all over the shop at the minute, so that has an effect as well.
Yeah.
But other things as well is like well-being stuff, like eating, and if you have like quite a high sugar diet, but if it's a lot of sugar foods, it will come across to our skin, it will come out and show on the outside. But also smoking and drinking as well. So if you have a large amount of dairy products, so like milk, yogurts, cream, things like that. Like, how are you? Like, do you have any of these?
I'm actually sort of dairy intolerant, and it'll give me migraines. But that doesn't mean that I don't love a bowl of cereal, and I'll sort of I'll take the repercussions. But I generally try to avoid dairy on a whole, not only because of my headaches, but also because I have heard about the effects it can have on the skin.
Exactly. So just switch it up, because there's a lot of like milk stuff, like oat milk.
Yeah.
You just switch up the dairy for something else. Just maybe that could be a small change. With it bigger.
Yeah. So what would you say is the best skincare routine for people suffering with acne?
Yeah, so you'll find that your skin's quite sore, obviously breakouts as well. So when coming to cleansing, it's definitely one of those things we've got to be quite gentle with. So for a cleansing side, you can get one that's quite a milky kind of cleanser, like a goat milk cleanser, something so it's not so rich and drying. So what I mean, like I stay away from like gel cleansers, foaming cleansers I don't really enjoy as well. Yes, so definitely like more of a milky one, just because it keeps the hydration in the skin. So salicylic acid is one key ingredient that you should be looking into your products, because it just really helps with soft exfoliation of the skin and just keeping that gentleness, there's no irritation. That's definitely what I recommend. I would just use your hands. I wouldn't get into any flannels, anything that will kind of flare up the skin when applying a cleanser, because a lot of people do. And I've heard so many stories about people using like exfoliating gloves and these flannels, which is they just kind of scrub their face so hard, and that's not what we want. So gentler the better.
Right.
And then going into after that, it's just a good moisturizer straight after in there. I will always apply it when it's using it just a little bit damp, just because then the moisturizer sinks in and just makes the more beneficial from the moisturizer when it's a little bit damp.
So what kind of treatments could you recommend sort of outside the home?
It's a couple on the market. So Dermapen is one of them. So what this is like micro needles, 12 of them, will go into the skin and just giving your skin that natural glow and helping with scarring as well, and just any breakouts, any blemishes, rejuvenates the skin. And it's perfect. I would recommend probably once a month using that. It's a very intense treatment, but the results is incredible. Just need a bit of downtime after. 7 days I recommend. Perfect. Second thing is that if you have any scarring, laser treatment is the other option. And that will just obviously help soothe out, and just any scarring will just zap it away. Another one is microdermabrasion, which more tackles on top of the skin, just getting rid of the dead skin cells, helps with breakouts, helps with any scarring as well. I think the main goal is when you're doing your research, always look for reviews, as I always do, just to make sure you get the right facial for you and your skin type, and make sure it's professional, and any questions you have, just grill them. That's what I do. Every month you can just get just regular facials with a clinic. Just for that deep cleanse, because we're doing it at home, which we want. We're gonna get the good routine, but just having that big facial, just get rid of all these dead skin cells once a month will be perfect. So here I'm gonna give you some products now that you're gonna try now and take home. So simple. So we got a moisturizer first. So after you cleanse, moisturizer, which you do already anyway, but I wanna show you this one here, and I'm gonna show you a little tip on how to apply moisturizer so you're not wasting it in your hands. So you apply it to the tips only.
On each finger?
Just in general, that's enough.
Okay.
I'm
absolutely clueless.
No, it's okay. And then you're rubbing the tips of your fingers only, because a lot of people that you might notice rubs all in their arms, and then all that moisturizer getting absorbed in the palms, which you don't want. And then you apply all over, nice and gentle. Don't want to rub too much.
You got to tell me if my form is okay.
No, perfect. Perfect. And did you find that the 3 pumps was enough for you?
Yeah, actually sort of perfect amount.
Yeah.
I've got a nice space, but it's not sort of too much. I'm sort of having to put it onto my neck and into my scalp just to get rid of it.
Perfect. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good.
Good. As you mentioned earlier, you said about your makeup, you were kind of never really tried it before.
Yeah.
So I was wondering maybe we can try some today.
Absolutely.
Are you open to that?
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. So we're going to go in with the primer first, which is this product here. You need about 2 pumps.
Okay.
What it does, it just kind of just soothes out the skin, just any kind of like nicks or cracks, it just
And just
fills
all
it
over?
out. All over. Yes.
2 pumps?
2 pumps, same way we applied the
Fingertips
moisturizer.
again?
Yeah,
Okay, awesome.
that's the way.
And this is the order that I do it at home?
This would be the way you would do it, yes.
Awesome.
So after you cleanse, this would be the moisturize, and then your primer is just before you apply some makeup.
And what do you think about like cleansing in the shower? Do you think that's sort of not the best idea? There's too much water? Or do you think that's fine?
No, it's fine. I will leave you cleanse. Just make sure you leave your cleanser on a couple of minutes to make sure it does its job.
Oh, okay.
Don't
So I'm
apply it and rinse it off straight away. Just
Yeah,
give it
that's
a
what I'm
couple of
doing.
minutes. Right.
It's on there for about 10 seconds.
Oh, a little bit longer. You
Okay,
can.
yeah.
Feeling it quite more hydrated, more. You
Yeah.
feel more of a silk effect.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Very soft.
Perfect. Okay, you ready to try the next
Yeah.
step? So we are going to go in with a foundation first.
Okay.
So this is your shade here, which is fair, and what it is, just a couple of pumps. Apply a little bit, see how you feel. So I'll just start off with a pump, maybe 2.
You think another one maybe?
Go with that one and
Okay,
just
just that
build
one.
up. Yeah, this product you just build up. It's not set in stone. You know, we can just apply when we
I
need.
mean, attack the problem areas.
Yeah, whatever you feel comfortable doing first. Do you feel like you need a bit more?
I feel like I could use another one maybe.
Yeah, because for someone who's never done makeup
this is
before,
very-
you can see it's not so
experience.
drastic.
And so they have a lot of different sort of shades of this.
Yeah, they got 5 shades
Oh,
in
great.
this one. Yeah.
Okay.
So something for everybody.
That's awesome.
I can already see your skin is glowing already. Can you
Oh, really?
see?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How are you feeling with the texture? How are you feeling with the
Yeah,
colour?
it's really nice. It's soft. It smells nice.
Yeah? Happy? Skin feeling good?
Yeah, sort of soothed and fresh.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Are you feeling good?
Oh, I think I like this level.
Cool. Okay. So the next step is concealer. So the concealer is a little bit thicker, and what we want to do with this one is kind of tackle those areas. So if it's like a breakout or maybe a bit red in one area. So this is the concealer here. So you just find maybe just around the area there. I think on the breakouts today.
This one's giving me some pain.
We're gonna tackle that one. So what
Yeah.
you do, I would take your baby finger and
Okay.
just stick it in there.
Right.
And then what you want to do, just dab on, apply it around that area only. And as well, if you have any late nights or you have some dark circles, this is perfect for that into the eye as well. Okay, so you can use that as well. Yeah.
Shall I go back in for more?
The good things is about makeup that is build up. You
Yeah.
don't have to put loads on. It's like whatever you feel comfortable with doing.
Painting. Can I just sort of dab it anywhere? Or
You
is
can
it,
dab
or is
it
it more
anywhere.
targeted, do you think?
More so great for breakout, and this one has tea
Yeah.
tree in there as well. So
Nice.
what that's good for is obviously reducing that spot and making it more
Okay.
smoother. So that's what you like. So
Cool.
any breakouts, this is perfect for that one. So the last step I would recommend for you is an anti-shine powder. So what this would do, which is any shiny areas, it would just matte it over. Plus what we applied just now is going to last a lot longer. So I'm going to show you now what it looks like. So it's like a white base.
Oh, cool.
Alright, so all you're going to do is got that brush there, just swoop it in there. You can see it on the brush there. And you just dab over, so I'll go like the cheek and the T-zone areas, the forehead and the nose. So this is just gonna lock in everything done, keep it all matte and no shine, which you do not want.
And can I ask, because I don't really have any experience with makeup, can I sort of hug people and put my face near their clothes, or can I sort of...
Absolutely, you'll
Put
never.
my sleeve
Of course,
right
I'm a
now.
big hugger, so we could definitely hug. You can hug
I'm not going to
me.
stain their clothes.
No.
Okay, awesome.
No. And then have a little look in the mirror, and then we know what you think. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's great.
I love it. For someone brand new to makeup, I'm glad that
Yeah.
you while having it. And earlier on in our group discussion, you did mention about possibly going to bed with the makeup on.
Yeah.
So this product is literally for you. So
Okay.
this is the makeup remover. So easy, so simple. So you just go home, apply a couple of pumps to this, and wipe away, and that is it. So Hugh, how do you feel?
Yeah, I feel great. I mean, I feel a new sense of confidence. I mean, coming in here, I sort of wasn't too keen on looking in the mirror, as I often am, but now I can't get my eyes off it. I mean, I feel really great. Not only sort of just my skin feels refreshed from the products, but I sort of have, as I said, a newfound confidence from sort of not hiding it, but just sort of disguising it in a way that sort of makes me feel better.
Should we go back and see what the guys think?
Definitely.
Let's go.